How to create a countdown timer with a PayPal Buy Now button using BuilderAll. Let's go! If you have found this video to be useful, then be a good sport. Do it right now. Subscribe, like, and share this video. Also, consider taking up one of my affiliate offers in the description below. This will help me to keep the channel going. Thank you and have a great day. The following topics will be discussed in this short video. We'll have a very quick understanding of what scarcity is about, and I'll talk briefly the ethics of scarcity marketing. I'll show you how to create a scarcity timer inside BuilderAll, and along with that as well, a buy now button. Now, later on I'll give you a demonstration of how this is all done. So the goal of this demonstration is to promote a fictitious gym business that offers a discounted membership rate. And this is done by creating a countdown timer that's associated with a buy now button, which links to a checkout page that uses PayPal. But first, what is scarcity marketing? So when a product or service is limited in availability or is perceived as a limited edition, it becomes more attractive. Henceforth, fear of missing out marketing comes into action. The fear of missing out on limited supply, in theory, makes your customers buy your product quickly and possibly with lesser questioning. So here are my thoughts about scarcity marketing. Now, I personally do not condone fake scarcity in order to generate sales because the damages that could be generated far outweighs the benefits. Now, if you understand this bit, you know how to succeed using scarcity marketing. And a key element is this: you need to include a time or supply factor involved. So, in other words, the offer will no longer be available once the deadline is met or once the supply is exhausted. So I'm going to give you an example of how this all works. Follow me. So the first example that I like to talk about is the one where I mentioned a shortage of supply. So over in this website, Australia Post was offering a Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus for $499, which is a pretty good deal at this time of recording. But as you can see, the sale is now closed because they completely run out of stock. So that is example number one. So example number two, it's about the time factor. Now in this, there you go, it just come up 20% off this weekend only. So let me click onto that. So the scarcity factor comes into it when we know this additional 20% off, it's only available between 6th and 7th of February of this year. So we only got a very limited time to make those discounts. One of them is here, reduced from $1,190 to $595. What a bargain, hey? And this last example I also like to talk about. It's another extension of what we just seen, the time factor. This one here, it's giving you a big time countdown timer displayed on this homepage. As you can see, the clock is ticking. You've only got limited time before the sale will complete. In this case, it will start. So that's a different version of it. So this is one example that I will demonstrate how to use in BuilderAll. So let's get to it. Right, for this short demonstration, I've already pre-made 2 web pages of a fictitious company. In this case, it's a gym business, and the idea is we want to put a scarcity factor on the homepage, the one we're looking at now. Maybe the idea also is to email blast all their potential customers just to invite them, give them a little hook to say, look, we're going to give you a 30 days trial of our premium membership that people normally do not get at the discounted rate. We're going to offer you, but you got to take this offer within a limited time, which we'll implement soon when I'll show you. So when there'll be a timer on this page, it will count down, and if the person doesn't take action within that time, they won't get a chance to buy at a discounted rate. But if they do, they click on the button, the call to action button, it will redirect them to a thank you page, a checkout page, and that's where the action happens, and hopefully you'll get a sale. Alright, enough said. Let me show you how this is done. Okay, so the first piece of puzzle, we want to add a countdown timer element. So move over to my right hand side. Where's my mouse? Here we go. And we want to scroll down to an element called timer. So it's right there in alphabetical order. Now once this is up, you're presented with a couple of choices of the templates that these people have already made. Let's just pick one in random. Maybe I'll just choose something like this one. Add it onto my page. I'll just drag it along. Just place it in a position where it's going to be noticeable. Now, once we've got that loaded, we need to configure it. So I'll make sure I'm going to click on this to make sure everything's in the right context. And if you're ever unsure, you can always click on the pencil to go to edit the elements, which is presented here also on the right hand side. So the particular property that we want to focus on, it's under the general settings, and we want to, it is a countdown in some form, but we want to choose a refresh timer. Now for usually you probably give maybe a 30-minute limitation where people have to act, but for the sake of this demo, I want to make it really short. I'll change it to, let's say, within the first 5 seconds, the person has to act. So I'll just reset this all the way to 0 and give it the last 5 seconds. Excellent. So you can see it's counting down already. Looking pretty good at the moment. So the next piece of this puzzle, I need to add another button here. So I'm going to go ahead to my right hand side. I'm going to create a button here. Let's go back to the original one. If we select the button menu, we'll get a broad selection of pre-made buttons. Let's stick to this one here. Keep it consistent like a blue button. And I'm going to click on that right now. I'll add it onto my page. I'll drag it right underneath my countdown timer. Excellent. It's looking really good. So the next thing we're going to do, again, let's click on this register button. I'm going to select the element and I'm going to change a few things regarding their properties. So it's just 2 properties that I want to make a change to. First one is found under the headline. Let's make this a different title. So I'll just go ahead and make that change to ensure that it does make sense. Yes, you do want your membership. So the next one is further down under the section called animation. Okay, so for the next part of configuration, I'm going to go a little bit slow because it gets technical and you got to get it right. Otherwise, it just wouldn't work. So under the animation section, we want this blue button here to disappear after it counts down from 5 seconds to 0. And the transition we want to make, it's actually called fade out. Fade out. And we want it to last just only 5 seconds. So it gives you a preview of what it actually does. So after it counts down 5 seconds, this whole button will fade out. In other words, there will be a fear of missing out. Once 5 seconds hits, that's it. You can't get the discounted membership at all. Alright, so the next bit also, we need to create a link, because once someone wants to take action before the 5 second ends, they want to click on this button and they want to check out. In order to do that, we need to click on the link button here. It'll ask me, where do I want it exactly to go? So of course, once someone presses on that button, I want it to go out to my checkout page, which I've already got in here before. So let's select that. Don't forget, religiously always save your work. You don't want to make a mistake. You make so much changes and then there's a power outage, you've lost your work. Okay, that's fine. I'll publish this later. So I've already mentioned about the checkout page. This is what it looks like. So I'll just grab the template and just plonked it in. So now we're just going to finish up the checkout page. So what I need to do, just a little bit more homework. Now in the instance, this example, I'm going to say we allow people to check out via the PayPal method. So over to my PayPal section, I've already pre-configured a button that I'd like to implement in my checkout page. Okay, so they can either pay through PayPal or either Visa or Master, Debit, Credit Card. So what we need to do, we're going to copy the code. The code for this button will be added to my clipboard. I'll move over to my checkout page, and as you can guess, I have to create an element here. Now it's not a button. Have a guess, what do you think I'm going to add on to? I'll give you a little clue. It starts with the letter I. Yeah, you guessed it. It's called the iframe. So I'll click on that. It's only one option that you're allowed to have. So I'll drag it onto the middle. Of course, you've got to make this prettier. Work is being done for you. You'll see what I mean. So I need to configure this iframe that I've added. I can move, actually, let's do it this way. There you go. Let's change that. And the settings we're looking for comes under the general settings. Do not click on the URL field, but is the embed doc. So all the code that we've just copied regarding this button is on our clipboard. We need to transfer it back to our embed doc field. So I'm going to right click and paste this back, apply, and you'll be able to see, ta-da, our PayPal buttons is actually loaded here. So let's pretty it up. Let's center this. Yep, it's looking good. Again, what I said before, you got to save your work. Fantastic. Okay, just amazing. So all the hard work has been done now. All we got to do is just test what we've just implemented. And if it's good, we can publish it and let it go live. So let's go back to our original homepage here. And I'm going to select a preview. But I won't do preview. I'm going to go live and see how it works. I'm going to save this file again. Let's go and publish it. Alright, so this is the actual live website. I've just refreshed it. As you can see, the countdown timer is working. It's gone down to 0. And of course, our discounted membership button has now disappeared. So we know that worked. What about the other scenario where the person has time to click the button and make a payment? Let's give that a go as well. So I'll just do another refresh. Let's click the button and I expect to come to, the checkout page. Let's give this a go. I'm going to pay through my credit card, and sure enough, there you go. All the details are there ready for people to start shopping. Congratulations, you made it through. That was a very fun and exciting video I did. I really enjoyed it. Thanks for that. Now guys, as usual, down at the comments section, put your thoughts, your concerns, your questions, or any future requests for videos. Let me know. And again, support this particular channel. I'll give you a link in my description. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks guys. If you have found this video to be useful, then be a good sport. Do it right now. Subscribe, like, and share this video. Also, consider taking up one of my affiliate offers in the description below. This will help me to keep the channel going. Thank you and have a great day.